Does that have to make a
That's
sentence?
too many.
No, just describe yourself. Five words that you would use to describe yourself.
Really sexy. That's 2. Loves beer. It's 4. And unicorns.
Unicorns. Okay.
Shit.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
This is Zach.
Yes, with the turd in it.
With the turd in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Well, the thing is like Dirty Rob kind of had the gross out factor before I got to Columbus, Georgia, and he likes to. He tells everybody that he gave me the show, and the fact is I took it. And Dirty Rob himself has admitted that he can't do half the gross shit that I've done. So this is an open challenge to you, Dirty Rob. If you would really like to prove who's the more disgusting of the two, I will throw down any day, and I guarantee you will leave like fucking you'll puke horribly. And if anybody else wants to challenge me either, I can guarantee I'm the grossest man in Columbus, Georgia.
What now?
How does it feel? You're not necessarily the one writing the music.
Right.
How do you handle that with 213? Is
Well, coming into 213, it was
Coming into your mouth.
starting to play with 213. It was, it was known. It was something new for me, and to me, I didn't want to come in and change their style whatsoever.
right?
I wanted to come and add to what they had, not change what they had.
Because there's an obvious style difference between how Thrill plays and what 213 does.
Definitely. It's something definitely different for me, and it's been really fun, and it's definitely been fun.
Because I know there's some questions on a lot of people's minds about how is Lance going to play guitar for a punk rock band when he's usually playing for a metal style band. So
All right, yeah, like I said, it's definitely been something different for me. So
you say you've grown.
yeah, it's definitely. I've never played in a band like this style, and it's definitely helped me out in a lot of ways as far as being a musician and a guitar player.
No, not really. It's something he does on his own. It's just more like, I guess it's Christian based because Danny is.
Right.
But it's more just something that goes around and helps the community out. And just kids meet up, go do good things in the community. I wouldn't say it's not ran by any church or anything like that. No, it's non-denominational. It's just
Okay.
his personal thing.
If you know anything about Danny 13, you know one of his favorite saying is "Religion kills." He has a tattoo down his arm. The idea is what I got from it is what he said is like instead of acting through words, how most churches do, they actually go out and do something about their community. But it's not connected to like fucking Six Flags Over Jesus, wherever that is.
Cascade Hills.
Yeah, Cascade Hills.
Bill Hurd
Or some
Baptist.
crazy shit like that. He's just a guy trying to do good deeds for the community.
I think he puts it aside like his personal beliefs when he plays with us. He's not writing the lyrics. He's just playing, having a good time playing music.
Right.
And some things he disagrees with. He's mentioned it before, but I think all in all, Jesus even went and hung out. He didn't hang out with other Christians. He went and hung out with whores and stuff like that. So sinners.
Yeah, he takes it at face value. It's music, and he's having fun.
In other
doing
words,
it.
Danny hangs out with whores and sinners.
Yeah.
Nah, but he's a very open-minded, which you need to be that way.
Okay.
Up to date, Probably the one I enjoyed the most was actually Norris. Because it provided an opportunity for me to, I had to learn so much for every song, because it was completely against everything that I even listened to or played before that. And it was brand new to me to have to really buckle down and learn how to do things. And the same thing's starting to happen with Thrill as far as my technical level. I'm having to learn how to do a lot of new things. Just pure enjoyment.
Yeah.
I probably had the most fun with 213 out of all my bands. Just raw fun.
You have an emotional investment in it there. That's what really draws you to it then?
No.
No, not at all. Okay.
Hopefully, signed and on a label that can support tours. Because 5 years, I'll be like 31. So hopefully, I think we will. Hopefully doing something bigger than what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, we sound more like a real band. I mean, we don't sound like I don't think we sound like a local band. I think, you know, we hear we have a very professional sound, and you know, we've all kind of have got used to playing with each other and kind of know what each other are going to do, and even down to our stage show. I mean, we don't try to like imitate each other on stage, but when you watch videos, it looks like we practice some of our moves. You know, it's just, but you kind of get in like a groove.
I've been pushing choreography, but they don't agree.
Oh, we seriously, like, almost like a lot of the local, especially local shows, people ask us if we choreograph what we're doing, but it really is just, you know, the song so well, and like certain motions just kind of go with it that we all end up rocking back and forth and headbanging at the same time.
Inquiring minds want to know, how do you guys feel about synchronized jumps?
Synchronized jumps.
I'm all for it.
You're all for it?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fucking lame if you all choreograph it, but the times it happens with us, it's not been because we planned it.
And like, believe it or not, the times at Thrill, like, both put their guitars behind their head and played was not choreographed. It just And even when they played each other's guitar, they didn't practice it.
I think the only synchronized jumps that should be allowed are like synchronized jumps into the giant pits of molten lava. Cause that's metal as fuck.
It's changed tremendously.
First, I've never been associated with the Phoenix City music scene. Clear that up right now.
I think the scene's changed a lot since I first started, which
there's way more bands.
There's more bands. I mean, there's been more. Right now, there's not any venues, but there's been more venues than there used to be back when I remember first coming into it. And, you know, there are a lot more kids now. Half of them might not give a fuck about the scene, but they're still part of it. So I mean, you can't hate on them for that. I think it's gotten better in most ways than worse. Way more better than worse.
I'm not from Columbus. I haven't been here for but like a year and a half, and I know, like, in comparison, it might not even be a time thing, but well, it is at one point. Because when I started getting into the scene, the bands that were big was like Haji and the Turbans and shit like that, and it was all about like when you were skanking and stuff like that, you were having fun and shit. But a lot of kids now, it seems like with the hardcore dancing, it's like, hey, everybody stop and watch what I'm doing. Which, like, I guess if that's your thing, it's cool, but I just think it's ridiculous, and it's a lot more fashion based, dude. Like the standard haircuts back in the day where you had long hair, you had a mohawk, or you were bald, and now like I see kids that look like they spent fucking days to make it look like they just woke up out of bed. It's ridiculous. But I think there's way more bands here than there are in Dothan, and I enjoy playing all ages venues here much more than I do bars and shit like that. Because no matter if they're hardcore dancing or they're moshing, the kids here are getting into it. Now that's cool as fuck to me.
The one thing I would change is just if kids would come to shows for the right reason. which is to see the band. It's not just to hang out with their friends. Other than that, the scene's